Startup is a very messy, frustrating environment. A lot of struggles, a lot of tough work to be done. If your goal is to have work-life balance, then probably you don't even need to think about joining a startup.
What is it like working in a startup? What considerations should HR professionals think about before joining one? Today, we'll be talking about startups for HR professionals. Let's get started.
Hello everyone, this is Aaron. I'm a HR professional with experiences in major MNC, startup, small, medium enterprises. Currently, I'm the Group HR Director for a hospitality company. Today, I would like to share whether or not as HR professional, some of you might be thinking whether to join a startup. What is it like to be in a startup? For myself, I've been through two startups, one in e-commerce fashion and another one in travel experience. Startup is a very messy, frustrating environment for some of us. If you're expecting easy job, 9 to 5 desk bound, not going to happen. Capital is always one of the key constraints. And with that, you will find yourself in a very flat hierarchy and also with very minimal manpower in terms of a team that is functioning for specific roles. There will be a lot of time that you need to put in, a lot of struggles, a lot of tough work to be done just to get to what other corporations and what other companies are doing.
Why do you choose to join a startup?
I wanted to go into a more exciting environment, which is the internet startup scene. For my time, it was a fashion offline retail business. So I thought of pivoting into the online e-commerce site by joining this company. So there's always a 50-50 kind of a existing 50 that I know. And how can I use this 50% to support the next environment that I'm in? And that remaining 50% will be coming from the internet space, right? So that's how I go into the startup. Yeah. So e-commerce, fashion, online and offline, and that's how I got in. And that's how I wanted to go into the startup world.
What should we consider when we want to join a startup?
The person you're reporting to. So it's very important for us to know who is the one leading the ship. It can be a very interesting company, but if you don't resonate with the leadership of the person you're reporting to, it won't go too far. As the saying goes, people leave not the company but the leader. So you need to know who is the one moving the ship forward. Second, whether or not the startup has a good business model, enough funds, enough cash flow. So as a HR professional, the last thing I need is that the company doesn't have enough funds to pay salary. If you're not sure, speak to someone who has got more business acumen, commercial senses, check with them. Is the company charting its goal towards profitability, and how long is that? How far are we from that? And whether there is an open communication with the team to tell them that, hey, we are going there. The third one is career aspiration. You need to know what you want. If your goal is to have work-life balance, then probably you don't even need to think about joining a startup. Whether or not it ties in very, very closely and resonate with your career aspiration. It may be things like a startup will be able to give you a regional experience as opposed to your current role, which is kept at a local specific responsibility. Or it can be, I'm not sure what to do. For HR, we have different pillars. We have common band, we have recruitment, talent acquisition, we have operations, payroll, and whatnot. So it's actually a good platform to try every single thing. And if you're lucky enough, for certain startups, they even try to give you opportunities cross-department. If you're looking for that and learn a lot of things within a very, very short span of time, startup may be that place that you want to be in. So it has to be within your career aspiration that you want. If you're sure you want to learn more, go for it. After all these three things about who you're reporting to, who your leader is, whether the business makes sense or which company are you joining, and the last one, whether all these mini steps, be it startup or not, whether it ties into your career aspiration, these three. I find that after going through two startups and a major organization I've been, it actually kind of translates into something that helps me in my current role. Highly recommend practitioners out there, if within your means in terms of the time, family commitment, have a try at some point in time in your career, have plant a startup in between. It may actually be a springboard for you to propel your career slightly faster, accelerate your learning, and that summarize what you will get.
Aaron, thank you so much for giving us this insight. If HR practitioners would like to reach out to you for guidance, would you be open for it?
Sure. Any one of you interested to connect with me can do so via LinkedIn. I am Aaron Lim. So IAM, AARON, and my last name Lim at the back.
Very nice. Thank you so much, Aaron.